Leanne, welcome to the podcast. I'm so delighted to have you here.
Thank you. I'm so delighted to be here.
Founder of My Promo Pal, a free drinks promotion app. And you are part of Cohort 3. I was going to say Cohort 4 there. Cohort 3 of Founder Labs.
Yep, the best one yet.
Yes, I you know what, I will agree. It's my first one. It's Cohort 3, but it's Cohort 1 for me. So it's been great to be on the journey with you guys. So thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. Delighted to have you here. We're going to hear a little bit more about your journey into startup life and what sort of inspired you to found My Promo Pal. We're going to hear a bit more about My Promo Pal as well. So I suppose a really nice place to start is looking back and kind of rewinding a wee bit. You started your career very much in the drinks industry. So let's pick on that a wee bit more in terms of what did that look like for you and how that inspired then your startup as My Promo Pal.
Okay. Well, actually, before I got into drinks, I was in travel.
Okay.
So I used to actually be an air hostess, which a lot of people don't know. So I started in the travel industry, loved it. It was really great fun, but not quite challenging enough. So I was living in London. I thought, I don't know what I want to do. So I moved back home to Ireland and I landed a job working for Red Bull in their office in Belfast.
So you were always high on caffeine then?
Yes, still am. Still a massive Red Bull fan. Everyone knows me, one sugar-free a day. And when I landed there, I was like, oh my goodness, I just love this industry. It was, excuse the pun, really high energy, really good fun. It was kind of play hard, work hard.
Yeah.
So I worked in sales for them, really enjoyed it. And then I was like, actually, I'd love to get into marketing because Red Bull marketing is fabulous. I ended up doing my degree in business in the evenings whilst working for Red Bull. And then I thought, right, I need to get back to London as well. So once I got my degree, I went to London.
And so what was the reason for wanting to get back to London? Was it that sort of that ambition piece, or was it like trying to get out of the mindset of Northern Ireland, or what was that?
Yeah, I just love London. I'd lived there before, and I actually went traveling when I was like 28. Took a year out, and then when I came back, I was like, no, I need to go back to London. Like Belfast just felt a little bit small at that moment for me. So I went over to London, and I got my first job with Diageo in marketing, looking after their global travel.
Yeah.
So still the travel connection
Still very
there.
aligned,
Yes.
yeah.
So that was the start of the drinks industry for me, and I worked for Diageo for 13 years. I was looking after the airports. So one of the biggest growth drivers around the airports is sampling. So you'll go into an airport and you'll get offered to try liquid when you're passing through. So that was a lot of what my role was. And then in 2020, I got a transfer back to the Irish market. I decided, I have a family now. I want to go back to Belfast. And of course, COVID struck. So that's when all the bars, I got a job looking after the marketing and bars, and all the bars shut. But it was actually quite a pivotal moment for me because the bars were traditionally not very tech-minded. Obviously, COVID happened. All of a sudden, they had to know what a QR code was, and table booking apps, and ordering from your table, and order your own pints and get them delivered to your house. All these really innovative app ideas started popping up during COVID. So that's kind of probably what sparked my initial idea for My Promo Pal.
Wow. So from that perspective, did you gain any key learnings or takeaways from your time in the drinks industry that really then allowed you to dive deep into My Promo Pal to really make it a great app from the get-go?
Yeah, I mean, Diageo were very much my money mindset. So you you managed big budgets, but you had to really plan out the strategy, manage it like it was your own money. So I think that autonomy was really good. A big turning point for me was whenever I did a bit of work on my purpose, actually, and my values. So whenever I did that, I really understood why, the career path that I'd chosen, freedom was a big value of mine. So obviously that's why I loved the travel. But challenge and growth is another of my values. So yeah, I think whenever I learned my purpose and my values, that really helped me understand, well, actually, I think startup world would fit within my purpose and my values. So that was one of the other big moments, I think, that allowed me to take the leap.
Yeah, awesome. So you identified a problem And then you created a solution, and it was Enter My Promo Pal. So give us a bit of an elevator pitch. What is My Promo Pal?
Well, whenever I moved over to the Irish market, I was given a Smirnoff flavoured lunch. So I was like, okay, the first thing we do for any innovation is liquid on lips. Let people try it before they buy it. And I was like, how can I do a scaled sampling in the on-trade? And the answer was, you can't. So I was like, right, okay. So I knew sampling worked. I knew what I wanted to do. It just didn't exist. So obviously Gen Z, younger generation coming out as well. They're much, they're digital natives. They've grown up on their phones. And our marketing wasn't reaching them right. So there's a combination of all that I thought, it doesn't exist. And why can't I be the one to create it? Because I had all the industry knowledge and the desire and the drive. And so, yeah, that's when I decided to do it.
Yeah. And it's, I suppose, coming from that industry, you already knew your customers, you knew the audience you needed to target. So you were coming in very well educated already. Yeah. So let's dig a little deeper in terms of the app. So where are we now with it? What does it look like?
Okay, so we launched. So I was working for Diageo actually part-time in 2024, and I applied for some grants. So I was given the Female Founder Tech Start grant, which was 35K.
And was this when you just had an idea at that time? Okay.
Yeah. So I had an idea at that time. I spoke to my boss and was like, can I work on this idea? Which he, got my contract amended and said, that's fine. So yes, I went out into the startup world, and it was completely different to corporate. The terminology, like runway and raising. And I was just like, I don't even know what people are talking about here.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. The first thing I had to do was update my LinkedIn because it read like a really bad CV because I'd never used it really in the corporate world. So yes, it was a really big shift. Got the grant and kind of, I'd say, fumbled away through that part of it. I met with great tech partners, Metadec and Dairy, and Little Thunder helped me with my branding. So that was great. So then I had a product, and then I met with Peroni in December last year and said, look, I've got a product here, I'm ready to launch. And they agreed to partner with me for launch. So I launched in March this year. With Peroni, with a free pint of Peroni.
Which consumers. I think is super awesome. Congrats, by the way, for that milestone. And I sort of bring it back to that piece of you already had those authentic, genuine relationships, which probably really helped you in establishing that first big promo, right?
Yeah, because I understood the problem, the pain point that brands had. Yeah. Because I'd been on the other side, not being able to do it. So I knew the brands had that pain point. I just needed to tell them about my product and get them to believe in it too.
Awesome.
So yeah.
And you recently partnered with Wineflare?
Yes, that was another innovative step. Yeah. So we obviously know that it works really well in bars. But most of our user base are Gen Z millennials, which is who I wanted it to be. So I'm sort of looking and thinking, how can I service them as my user base so that they get a better offering? So not just promotions in the bars, but their pre-drinks or their prinks.
Yeah. New word. So this is the Gen Z word now,
is it? Yes. I'm learning.
Brilliant. And it's all very like that database. That's what's your rich source here. It's that data that not a lot of places have.
No. I mean, in the drinks industry and bars, we're pretty much blind. You drinks brands, unless they sell directly to the bar, most of them sell through wholesalers. They don't know even how many drinks are going out, who's consuming it, what time, where, like those sort of behaviours, or they're quite blind to it. So that's really the goal that My Promo Pal unlocks, is that we are giving them insights into actually who's consuming their products and when and where, as well as uplift in sales. So that Peroni campaign drove like a 15% increase in their sales, which is phenomenal. So
if any bars are listening to this podcast, they need to get in touch with you brands, right now.
Yeah, they do indeed.
Bars and brands. Love it. So I suppose you talked around in those early days when you had an idea and the supports that you were able to avail of to really help launch the idea. And we had mentioned that obviously you're part of the Founder Labs Cohort 3. So let's talk a little bit about that journey. So I suppose, what made you apply for the program? Let's talk from there.
So, like I said, I was in the startup world and it was very different. So I'd updated LinkedIn. I had seen the first cohort go out, and actually a couple of the people that had won the Female Founders Grant had secured a place on one of the previous cohorts. So they had talked about it in the WhatsApp group, and they said it was phenomenal. I then applied for the second cohort, but I half applied. I sort of done the application, which, the applications are really, there's grant applications that they take time. They take a lot of, and they need you to understand the sort of terminology as well. So I probably was just a little bit too early on the journey for that. So I applied for it. I actually had a call with Gary, and I didn't even get selected to the next stage. So that was fine. But then as I progressed and I learned a little bit more within the sort of network and the more people I met and talked about this course, I was like, oh my goodness, this course would be the perfect fit for me. And so whenever it came out again and Orla was running it, I had a call with her and I connected with Orla straight away. She just got my business and the opportunity and the scale for it. And I put a lot more effort into my application, put out a nice little snazzy video to back it up. Went to the Ask Me Anything night, where I met Ian and Gary and stuff again. So, you really I really applied myself this time for it. I really believed it was the right fit. So I was delighted to get it. And of course, the grant that comes with it was phenomenal too.
Yeah, a real bonus. And I suppose it's that time and pace that you kind of, at that time when you initially applied and you obviously weren't successful, it allowed you to actually focus in and focus on the business again and go, right, okay, let's move this forward and keep going. And then when you reapplied, you knew you were really ready to take it forward. And
exactly.
That's super awesome. What's been the most valuable piece that you've got out of the program so far?
Well, as I'm a non-tech founder, the tech piece, I mean, being surrounded by techies like everyone else, the AI tools, just like after week one, I was like, I could leave this course now and have like doubled my knowledge on all the tools in the tech world out there. So for me, definitely the tech side. And then I would say network, like it's been massive.
Yeah.
I really wanted to find like an entrepreneur tribe.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So yeah, and all the other ones on the cohort, we're a really tight team, and it feels like we work for one big company at the minute.
Yeah, you're a family, which is lovely.
Yeah. So networking, and also I would say my ambition level has definitely been raised since being on this, and off to New York. Obviously,
yes, I was going to say you just came back from New York. You are heading over to London. That's really amazing opportunities to really further connect and make those connections with different brands and businesses that you can work with.
100%. And Lorraine from Fierce, have to give her a shout out. I mean, her events are phenomenal. Can't wait for the one coming up in London as well. That sort of real network of supporting women and, because obviously 2% of funding just goes to female founders. So it's great that there's a big drive of support behind that too.
Yeah, awesome. Has there been anything since joining the program that's made you think or change your approach to My Promo Pal?
I probably would have stumbled along a little bit more on my own, whereas now I'm very much, no, I need to get a team, I need to bring my tech team in-house and, things like that. Whereas I probably wouldn't have had the confidence, I think, maybe to sort of do that and progress it at a bit more pace. So
brilliant. Yeah. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. We've got Demo Day coming up, which I am super excited about. Yeah. It's coming up soon. I suppose, how are you preparing for the pitch? So Demo Day, for those that don't know, is you get on the stage, you practice everything that you've been learning over this period, and you get up there and you pitch your business. So how are you practicing for that? How's that looking for you?
It's not too bad. 3 minutes is quite short, really. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to like the finale, I guess, of the course as well. Like I was saying to you earlier, I went in and did a lecture in the University of Ulster, and that was a tough crowd. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to be worse than
Are they Gen Z? Gen Z?
Yes,
Is that
they
who
are.
now?
They are. They're Gen
They're
Z.
having pranks? Is that it?
They wanted to be
Why
having.
do I feel like I'm my mum right now and I don't know what any of these terms mean?
They would rather have been having pranks than listen to me, I think. So
or was that free Peroni? You know?
I know. So yeah, after that, like demo day will be a breeze, you know.
Yeah.
So no, I'm looking forward to it. Just practicing. Yeah.
Awesome. We'll be cheering you on from the front for sure. Yeah. What is next for my well, I can't speak. My promo pal. What is next for you after this
World
journey?
domination. So next we want to launch in the UK. That's like the big thing. So yeah,
Awesome.
getting a team, you know, raise, get my team in place and expand into the UK really. So and then see where we go from there.
I love it. I love it. One piece of advice that you would give to a startup that has in that early stage where you were in 2024 has got an idea and they don't know what to do. What is the one piece of advice you would give to them?
Believe in themselves and get networking. I think the network is really it's just the key for the startup world. And, you know, people are so kind and, you know, willing to help each other out and connect you in. So I would say, network and believe in yourself.
Brilliant. I think that's a massive thing because a lot of people have that self-doubt. They've got that ambition where they go, I want to be a founder or I want to start something. But it's that then, okay, how do I do that? Oh gosh, I need to leave my full-time job or I need to leave that comfort. You know, that can be hard. So believe in yourself is a massive, massive piece of advice.
I think it's good because a lot of people, especially the generation coming up, are into their side hustles. I think that's what they call it. You know, they've got a little bit of a side project that they're maybe working on. I think that's great. And there's lots of funds out there. You know, Invest in I do a lot as well. So, you know, that to look around and see actually is there like a proof of concept grant I could get or something to kind of test their idea out before they take the leap as well. Yeah. I think that helped me to actually have the product ready before I done the big. Right now, I'm going to just do it and leave
the leap.
Yeah, the leap.
And I suppose as part of the program with Founder Labs, you also have access to Armo Labs. Your lovely neighbours, hopefully.
Yeah.
And you get that access for a full year, which is super awesome. So you get to stay connected in this environment which is full of amazing startups, founders. So that's pretty cool as well. So
this office is amazing. I'm a bit of an advocate of working from home, but I've kind of changed my mind since working in here. I do come in here on my hybrid days as well. So I am, you know, this is a big perk. It means I can meet people in Belfast. I can have meetings and it's just a really good vibe and really good energy in here. And again, network and connections within the building is phenomenal. So,
and we love having you here.
Thank you.
You're a great energy. So to finish us off, this has been awesome. Firstly, thank you so much. You've gave us all a real insight into my promo pal and really your startup journey as well. So I hope people who have been listening at home take this on and can feel inspired to go and launch that business that they've been thinking about, or grow the business, or consider even looking at Founder Labs if that's where they are in their journey right now.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to reach out and ask about, you know, Founder Labs or any information at all, reach me on LinkedIn. It's not a problem.
LinkedIn, that's the best place to find you. Awesome, yes. Perfect. I always ask that at the end. How do we connect with you? So LinkedIn, that is awesome. So we always finish our podcast with a few quick fire questions to really like start the day off right. So you have seen these, but you've told me you can't remember any of them. So this is going to be as natural as it goes. So first one, tea or coffee?
Only tea.
Okay.
I'm not a coffee drinker.
That's because you have your Red Bull.
I have wee sugar-free Red Bull as well.
Sugar-free Red Bull, so that keeps you going. Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Okay.
I'm forced to get up early with my kids, but I'm naturally a night owl.
First thing you're going to do after demo day?
Go claim a free drink off my promo pal.
Absolutely. I think we're all going to be doing that. We're all going to be doing that. Yeah. One thing nobody would know about you.
I will not say nobody, but very few people maybe know that I have met David Beckham and ask him to guess the sex of my baby whilst I was quite heavily pregnant, and he guessed it wrong.
That is very good. That is a good one. Final question for me is a book or podcast that has inspired you lately.
Oh, easy. Simon Squibb, What's Your Dream? He is like hero. I just find it really inspirational. He does it all about with purpose. And Ian met him in London the other week without telling me that he was going to. He could have got my book signed. So I have went.
So is this a book?
It is a book, but he has like 17 million viewers on Instagram, and he goes up to people in the street saying, "What's your dream?" And you can pitch your dream to his doorbell, which I did do last year. Yeah, I know.
What is your dream?
What is my dream? That everyone downloads my promo pal, of course.
That's
it.
Love it. So anyone listening, you got to do it. You got to
help
fulfill
me
Leanne's
make
dream.
my dream. Yeah, come true.
Love that. Leanne, thank you so much for joining us today.
You.
It's been super awesome. Good luck with demo day. Good luck with this next chapter of the business.
Thanks.
And yeah, have a great day.
Thank you so much.